It sure feels...
Maybe. Yes! Yes! Ow! I hate paper cuts. Ow! Baby.
Hang up and try again.
When I started this, I had a dream.
You call this graffiti? I've seen bigger dicks in the mirror.
Taxi!
That'll be $16, please.
Harper will be playing the role of Detective Edward Carnby, a hard-boiled, scenery-chewing role that's a perfect cast for Harper of her uncle, while she pries deeper into her family's secret, the mystery-shrouded Heartwood curse. Pieces looks to be keeping carving up ghouls with a sword was always a much better choice than wasting precious bullets on them. The original Alone in the Dark is a pretty big deal. It's one of those things where, when investigated, all Alone in the Dark's creations, it all showed up again later in a little game called Resident Evil, which you might have heard of, a real improvement to both navigating and appreciating the locales, not to mention fighting monsters. Mikhail Hedberg gave me a pretty satisfying answer to whether Alone in the Dark will explore those routes, noting that expanding the story that I think will set him on the right path to some good old down-home horror.
Who's in here? Show yourself.
While the setting is certainly home, most horror games aren't willing to risk a heavy soundtrack, but it looks like Pieces knows you can't have noir. There's just not much like the power that these strange ambient pluckings and pressurized drum rolls can achieve. In all, the team and motivation...
No. In its core, Vampire Reign serves as a stealth action title, and actually we'll keep the stealth action because no, not the cool ones either. But they're apparently Nightwalkers, or if you see in the gameplay segments of this video, I call them Daywalkers because I remember that South Park episode. Such a passing by scenario, which probably goes to fact on why it's not that popular because, you know, the premise is interesting, right? I mean, you don't really get to see vampires from behind to instant kill them because the guns don't do fuck all. Alright, let me tell you how this works. If the enemy sees you, they go into the star. It doesn't fucking work at all because here's the fun fact, okay? If the enemies are not in the quality, and honestly, it's probably the music in the game. I've honestly never heard like a weird eerie feel out of a soundtrack in a while, and except me. Okay, if somebody else signs on, okay, if this game ever gets repopulated, I will let you know with a multiplayer video on how it is. Vampires, people, normal people apparently, that upon sight of your character instantly trigger and try to kill you.
Sometimes they've got kids.
Jeez, what makes them do it?
Some say it's a smell.
Enjoyment with it? Will I play through more of it? Yeah, actually I will. You know, the game may have shitty gameplay, the game may have really, really awful voice acting.
Whole squad, not a bad night's harvest. A lieutenant. I'm sorry I had to dispose of most of your welcoming committee. Well, not sorry really. More like glad. Hand, are you? Yikes. Well, I'm sure you're getting by all right with the left. I'd say get a girlfriend, but... Damn. No.
Wait.
I've got more walls.
I'm only getting voicemail.
Keep trying.
Bulsky suit. Imagine what the Pentagon could do with an army of Iron Men.
And imagine what the bad guys could do.
Can't control that.
Influencing the size of the Tesla impulse.
Interesting.
Incoming missiles detected. Missiles are targeting the main reactor.
Tesla towers or the core reactor itself.
Core reactor taking damage. Reactor stabilized. Reactor damage at... Core reactor taking damage. Tesla struck. Tesla tower taking damage. Building.
Jump! Okay! Just made it.
Ready. Start.
Damn, that is loud. 1 second, guys.
Once an El Shattari will be briefed on your mission. The three of you have been chosen for this mission.
Not because this game is pretty much.
Taggers. Officers Ross and Blackwood. 2 years ago, the Germans stopped
The way that the other two talk.
Police started shooting at us boys. Have you surprised them all? That's what Gilbert here. I see the Germans.
Like, you don't, like, left trigger. It's like Halo controls, pretty much.
Fine shooting, soldier, but there's a platoon of Rommels.
monster!